What's up, YouTube? It's Nyx, and I'm back putting my 2 cents where nobody asked it to be. You know, I'm very good at minding my business, but I realized I have a reaction channel, and sometimes I shouldn't mind my business. You know, that's my content, not minding my business. But anyway, enough yapping. I don't know if y'all heard about this situation. It's been all over TikTok, and I'm pretty sure y'all heard about it because literally everybody is on TikTok, you know? And if you're not on TikTok, I'm pretty sure you've seen it on Instagram or something. My boyfriend's not a big TikTok person. He even knows about this. So, and he never knows what's going on in the world because, again, he minds his business, unlike me. But it's been some pretty crazy stuff. I'm not going to talk your ears off because, yeah, but we're just going to get straight into the video. Make sure you guys like the video. If you don't know how to like the video, just hit the thumbs up. You know, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications. And without further ado, we're going to just react to this. It's a Jamari video, of course. If you want to see his video, it will be linked in the description. So, yeah, if you want to see that without all the pauses, because, you know, some people hate when I pause a video, you could just watch his. I'm not going to lie. But the David situation is disturbing. Let's see.
So there is a music artist out there named David, born March 28, 2005, and raised in Houston, Texas. His come
Okay, whoa. I ain't know he was from Texas. I ain't gonna lie. This behavior, we don't condone down here. I did not know this guy was from Texas at all. You know, did not know
story is
that.
actually pretty insane.
That's
the guy
insane.
was a YouTuber trying to be the next big gaming streamer, and so back in 2018, he was creating Fortnite content, including montages.
I didn't know this either.
So basically, I played Fortnite from 2017 to 2021. I became a YouTuber. I was playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, all these different type of games to try to become like the biggest next thing streamer, Kai Cenat, everything.
Where he was routinely using the most mainstream trending music to get more eyes on his videos, because at that time he was completely unknown.
The songs have an algorithm to them. So let's say 2 people use, I don't know, Halo, and then 3 people use them, 4 people use them. That song, if you hear it in enough videos, your video will be the one that goes up. I don't know how it works, but on YouTube, that's how it works for Fortnite.
So you literally, nothing changed in what you were doing. All you did was
Just
put one song in.
Put a song in the video.
That is until David's worst nightmare came true, and almost every video he had ever made got copyrighted overnight for using the music. And so David
You know, I'm not gonna lie, one thing about YouTube, they do not play about music. If you put a snippet of something that's copyrighted, you're cooked. I'm not gonna lie, you're cooked. And when your channel gets monetized, they're gonna come for you.
down, he calls his mom crying, and she says if you want to fix your problem, then you should just make your own music. So then David literally starts recording into his phone, and creates his first song on a free music editing software. He posts it up to SoundCloud, it starts getting plays, and the rest is really history.
And I made the song called You and I, which now has, what, 94 million streams. It's my second song I ever made. Put it in the montage.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie, but can you imagine if he actually did do what they said he did? Can you imagine being the person that casually is sitting next to him, like he's telling you his life story, and the whole time he's like a crazy murderer? I'm sorry, but that's just insane.
And
that's all
I tagged
think
it on
about.
Twitter. First Fortnite player to use his own song in the video. That was the title. And bro, everyone was using the song after that day. Like the Fortnite streamers that I was watching and looked up to were using my song. Everybody was using my song, bro. It's crazy because it was royalty free. Because nobody's getting copyright strikes.
David was a pioneer for doing this because
actually
he
smart,
actually
ain't gonna lie.
sounded pretty good. It's actually pretty reminiscent of the blog era back when I was a teenager, when rappers like Logic and Skizzy Mars were blowing up from phase montages back then in the early 2010s. So he was making the Fortnite videos with his music, and then he started making trending sounds on TikTok by recording covers of already popular songs, and then pitching the audio all the way up to give it that classic Alvin and the Chipmunks sound.
You know, I used to hear this all the time. I never realized it was this guy.
I got 500,000 followers off that, bro. But then literally 2 TikToks later was the romantic homicide one, which has like 16 million views.
That's the one that everybody keeps playing in light of what happened.
Wait, what?
Everybody, my mom was commenting on this one, bro.
Wait,
Like,
so you made this one as Alvin still?
dude, yeah.
Let me hear.
Still, same thing. Everything is crazy.
He actually credits making those covers as the place where he honed his sound.
So the reason why you developed your style was just because you were pretending to be Alvin the Chipmunk.
Dude, yeah.
That's insane.
And from here, David would explode onto the scene in 2022 with his actual music, ironically with his most popular song called Romantic Homicide. Understand that his music was especially trending on TikTok, which at the time was the platform producing smash hits from all kinds of unknown artists.
To most people, they go into a studio, they have a professional microphone, they have like a mixing board, there's a person who makes the beat, there's a whole thing. He does everything in his cell phone.
I mean, understand that David's rise was a matter of months, going from completely unknown to a massive internet musician. I mean, I would say that he showed off around as much internet prowess as someone like Lil Nas X, who also really utilized social media kinda in a different way for his blow up.
It hit 78 on Billboard a week and a half later.
And so the guy was getting billions of views and plays across the internet. His debut album, Withered, was released earlier this year. It sold 30,000 units and reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot 200. And overall, he was really on the brink of becoming a more mainstream artist, not just popular on the internet. He would even go on tour last year.
He met SZA? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that. I'm not gonna lie, the only song I heard from him, probably because that's not my type of music I listen to, was Romantic Homicide, and I was only hearing that on TikTok. I had no idea this guy was doing
opening up for SZA, and the guy was currently headlining his own tour.
You feel me? We're in the mini arena, you know what I'm saying? We got multiple levels. We done upgraded, you feel me?
No, I'm not gonna lie, if he actually did do what they say he did, and he threw all of this away, he's actually insane. He needs gel time. He needs gel time.
Last time I was here was with SZA. Now we headlining it. Let's go crazy and go stupid and go dumb. You feel me? Yeah.
He blindfolded?
So clearly David had some die-hard fans of his music. He was relatively young and at the beginning of a very popular career. But now it looks like he has potentially thrown all of that away, and even potentially his own life, as his story has taken a very dark turn. It really all started when a Tesla was impounded in a Los Angeles tow yard. The car was brought in from Hollywood Hills after people reported abandoned since the beginning of the summer, which was right around the time that David began his tour. Obviously, it's been hot outside and a rancid smell started to come from the back of the car, and the people who work at the impound lot noticed this, and really without a better way to say it, inside the trunk contained the human remains of a 15-year-old girl who had been missing since last summer 2024, named Celeste Rivas. Understand that she had already run away from home multiple times, but this was the occasion where she was not seen again and her family wanted answers. And this is where David comes into the picture, as the Tesla was registered under his name.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, there's actually so many coincidences with this thing that it's like, if he didn't do it, whoever set him up actually, like, they actually might need like a penalty, like the you know, the penalty, because how and why? It's like, I think they said he had like some kind of song. There's like Discord messages. He had a song with her name. The girl said like the girl's mom said she had a boyfriend. And I'm not gonna lie. As a mom, I'm not a mom, so I can't talk. But would you not want to like know who your daughter's dating, especially if she's a teenager? But that's just my opinion, you know. And if he actually is like, you know, a child predator, that's even more insane, because like, first of all, you're very well known. You're a celebrity. You're an artist. You used to want to be a gamer. So it's like you have all of these different things. People know who you are. Why are you throwing all of that away to talk to a child? And I've seen pictures of her. She actually looks like a child. So he can't lie and be like, oh my God, I didn't know her age. She looks like a child.
Human remains wrapped in a bag that we now know belonged to Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, shh.
Now listen to what they said there about the tattoo, because it's actually really important.
She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, shh.
I want you to take a wild guess who else has a matching tattoo on his hand. That's right, that man David. They both reportedly have the very same tattoo that just reads, shh. And apparently that's how they were able to identify her, was through this tattoo. Like I said, her body
15-year-olds can get... Okay, you know what? I think if they have, like, parent approval, they
was
can,
dismembered.
actually.
And just listen to what her mother, who did publicly release her identity, had to say.
You know, her daughter had been missing all of this time. She told us that she was aware that there was a boyfriend named David.
And that her daughter had a tattoo with the letters "sh" on her right index finger.
That the color of the ink of that tattoo was red, which was something that police had not released to the public.
So obviously this looks like a
So
really
it
bad
was
situation for David right now, as it allegedly appears that he might have been having a relationship with someone underage, and then potentially he ended her life and stuffed her in the back of his car,
That is
leaving her there to
insane.
rot.
So what inspired the hook, "In the Back of My Mind You Died," is kind of like the storytelling aspect of the lyrics that came before it, in a way that it builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died.
So he says.
And keep in mind, guys, if these allegations have any truth, that means she was more like 13 to 14 years old when she went missing. To make matters even worse, when you
no.
look into his music, he's
Stop. I've seen this on TikTok. He literally has this in a music video.
made a music video where he puts a body into the trunk of his car. There is other imagery and videos where a girl who looks like her disappears as he grieves the end of their love. Apparently, David was creating a funeral atmosphere at his shows with
What?
actual caskets. And he also name-dropped this girl Celeste allegedly on a now leaked song that was allegedly written back in December of 2023. Now, when the car was initially discovered and linked to him and they found the body in the trunk, this guy just kept on touring like nothing happened. But more recently, it has been reported that he is working with the police and in turn has had to cancel several of his tour dates.
As last we heard, he was cooperating. LAPD is not naming him a suspect at this point or a person of interest. We're waiting to hear more from them.
I mean, how this guy could not be a person of interest,
Yeah,
I do
how?
not know. Like, if there had to be at least one person of interest in this situation, it would be him.
Yeah, because even if somebody, like, supposedly framed him, it's his car. Her name's in the song. The music video, that's suspicious.
Some people are even speculating that the two showed up on an IRL stream together, but that is yet to
Oh
be
my
confirmed.
God, I've been seeing
I've seen
that.
alleged messages from her brother. People are claiming that she was in the back of a picture that David
What?
took
Is
on
that actually her? What?
Discord in
You
2023.
are a
Others are
fed?
claiming there are pictures of him paying people off who might have information. But of course, at this time, this is all merely speculation.
Right.
It's also important to note that there will be a lot of people online trying to like piece together the information that are not going to be getting things 100% right.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. All of y'all detectives online, y'all actually crack me up because I don't know. I don't know. Y'all be trying to piece it together, and I just be looking, bro. I just be minding my business. I be looking, but like nobody knows what really happened, bro. The only person that actually knows is that guy and God. Like that's the only two people, and her, of course. She's the only person who actually knows. But I'm not gonna lie. It is a little suspicious. It is a little
So you
suspicious.
should take everything with a grain of salt, but I will say right now it's not looking good for this guy at
Not looking
all.
very good.
Also, if you look at footage from his shows, most of his fans do appear to be younger teenagers.
They do.
That's the dude from Fortnite, bro!
And honestly, if the guy did do it, I just don't understand how he could be so dumb to just allegedly
Yeah,
leave
that's
this
the
car
only
out
part
there
that
for
don't make
months.
sense.
Like,
Why did
even
he
if
leave
we
his car
assume there
there?
was foul play from some sort of outside party here, like, how could you just not care about your car? I don't know, the
Yeah,
situation
that's
is
what I'm saying. Like, if somebody did do that, unless they actually stole, which that don't make sense, because if somebody stole his car, he would have reported it missing. It just don't make sense. Like, you're missing a whole car. There's a body in the car on top of that, and it went missing around the time of your shows. That's the only part I don't understand.
one of the weirder ones we've probably ever seen. I'm sure we will get a lot of answers here in the coming days. I don't know if this is just like police protocol to not make him a person of interest, but
Right.
I also find that kind of strange. Maybe one of you can explain that to us down below in the comments, but I will continue to keep you updated on the situation. Y'all let me know what you guys think down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know what y'all think. But me personally, I think it's a little weird. Am I gonna say he did it? No, because I don't know. I don't know what this guy do on his date, like in his free time. I don't know. I'm not gonna say, oh my god, he did it. He's going to jail. They're gonna, because I don't know, bro. I don't know. And those are some crazy accusations to throw out there. Will I say he looks suspicious? Yes. Because does he? Yes. Do I know if he does? I mean, do I know if he did it? No, I don't. Do I think he did it? I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. But honestly, nobody really knows. Moral of the story, life lesson from Knicks of the day: don't idolize celebrities or people you don't know, because people only show you what they want you to see. So stop going around idolizing these celebrities. People who are saying, I don't think he did this, he would never do it. You don't know. If you don't know him personally, you don't know. Just wait it out, see if he actually did it. But yeah, stop idolizing celebrities. When I get up there, don't idolize me. Am I a crazy person? No, I'm not a crazy person. Have I done crazy things? No. No. Do I do things wrong? Yes, everybody does. Do I make mistakes? Yes. Don't idolize celebrities. Anyway, with that being said, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, I will see you guys on the next video.